guys, DaZeD from Netcode here. I'm going to go over some holding off the retakes on train. Now, train is probably the easiest map to hold off retakes from. I mean, if you get the bomb down, it should be pretty easy for you to win the round. So I'm going to go over outer. When you play outer, you obviously want to plant either on the front of the train, or if you have to, hugging here. Alright, once you've planted, alright, the planter, you're kind of stuck in a bad situation, alright? If you can get to cubby, obviously if you can get out of here, that's the best case scenario. But if you can't get out of here, I mean, you're going to be kind of stuck in cubby, and then you'll probably want to try to make like a good play happen. Maybe just peek out randomly when you think they're running up and kill them. Or, you know, you might get pinched from Z, but you're kind of in a bad situation. But having said that, if you do get the bomb down on train, you should be looking at winning the round for sure. Alright? Another thing you could do is you could flash push Z if you have one, and the sights back there is still smoked, alright? You know, like this, and kill him. You know, but best case scenario is if you could plant, and then you could just get out of there. Alright, like if everything's still smoked up, and you could play like under 5 train, you know, somewhere close. You don't want to go too far away. But yeah. Number one spot you want to have though if you plan for front bomb is ladder train. If you have ladder control, like it is just so easy to win rounds. Alright? Another spots you could play are back here. You know, this is good. You can come up here and see everything. You can come across this train, you can go to E-box. You know, you can jump on this dumpster and kill people when they're running up. I mean, if you could play anywhere around ladder train, like fucking round over, right? It's gonna be really good for you, okay? Heaven's pretty good for the retake, just because you could watch back IVs, you can peek here, and then if it's planted on the front, most likely you're gonna be able to see him and kill him. Alright? Having said that, I mean, most spots are pretty viable. You could play hell. As long as you could have one guy at ladder who could see the, you know, diffuser, like you're gonna be pretty much good to go. Alright? And so yeah, for planning front side, it's pretty freaking simple. Okay, I'm not gonna go into very much depth. Planning backside, it's really simple as well. I mean, 90% of the time, if you plant backside, you're in like a 2v2 situation, or a 1v2, or a 2v3, or something like that. Like it's usually not many people alive, because it's very hard to get backside without having a lot of kills exchange. But yeah, if you plant a backside, I mean, there's really only 2 spots you can play. CT spawn, and then anywhere around the back IVs. Like, there's not even anything I could talk about. Alright? So, I mean, yeah. If you want to get sneaky, you could, you know, try to walk through here if you know he's on the bomb train and then flank him. I mean, there's really, like, nothing to talk about. Alright, guys? Sorry. It's simple. And then train, or, I'm sorry, on inner, alright? What we like to do is, like, I don't know, one of the best things to do is, when you take train, you know, you smoke deep, and then you could run across here, smoke across, and then when you smoke across, you could plant here. And if you plant here, like, around the side wheel right here, it's probably the best plant spot, because it brings you open